In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the reasons why you get rejected when you apply for NHS jobs or any jobs in the United Kingdom, in Australia, or even in Canada. I'll be sharing with you the reasons why you get rejected. I'll also share with you some tips that will help you to land yourself this dream job. So if you can watch till the end, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. To all my subscribers, I love you. Thank you for subscribing. And if you've not subscribed before, trust me, this place is a good place for you. I share very important things that will help you in your dream to relocate abroad. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share to your loved ones that are interested as you are. Okay, one of the reasons why you get rejected when you apply for NHS jobs or through this nursing home or any job in the United Kingdom is not because you're not doing well. To be honest, sometimes, in most cases, you're doing well. Your job and your CV are very good. Your experiences, you have the experience, you have everything it takes to get this job. But you see, just as you're applying for this job, that is the same way NHS staff are also applying for the same role, trying to switch from one department or one ward to the other. And NHS prefers to recruit internally those that are already working with them, okay? So they prefer to employ internal applicants, so it's easier for them. So far, so good. So if you get that rejection, it's not like you didn't do the right thing, but like I said, they were able to find a suitable candidate internally. It can also be a suitable candidate locally. Internationally means the person is working in the same NHS with them. Locally means that the person is working already in the UK and they don't see any need bringing you that is outside the UK over to the United Kingdom because they already have seen what they are looking for. Okay, so these are the two reasons. I can say one reason why your application is rejected. Another reason why your application is rejected is because some of your CV is very much is so ambiguous. If you look at the job description and the description that is stated on the job advert, you see that it's completely two different things. As a matter of fact, some job applicants use one CV to apply for as much different organizations or different NHS trusts, not knowing that each trust has different job description for a particular role. So you don't use one particular CV to apply for different job adverts or different job NHS. I know it's very demanding. I've applied for jobs and I understand how stressful this can be, but this is what works. You need to get different CV for different NHS, different trusts, depending on the job description, depending on what they are looking for, depending on the job role, and depending on the job criteria. So you tailor your CV. First, you read what the job is all about before you can be able to do a CV. You read what the job is all about before you can do a CV. Don't do a CV before reading the job description. Read the job description before you do a CV. I hope this will help you, okay? So read the job description, then do your CV, okay? So one of the reasons, like I mentioned, people get rejected is because their CV does not tally with the job description of what does not tally with the job description that they are applying for. So this is one of the reasons, okay? All right, I'm going to give you the tips that will help you as you're looking for the job. I just mentioned now that one of the reasons is because your job description does not tally. If you the place you can find a job description is here below. You can see where the job description is. You can read all the about this job here, everything that the job is all about here. You can transfer all the things on this page in your CV, but not like exact words. You can, change the words and not transfer them word to word. You can change them, but the idea is that this is where you find a job description for any job that you're applying for. Yeah, you can go up there and see some things about the job, but this place where they write download is where you get the major detailed job descriptions for this particular job that you're looking for. So you can read all this. Like I said, read this all before you do a CV. Read it before you do a CV. You may not be doing your CV all the time. You can just do some touches. As you read the job description for each job advert, then you can touch your CV, adding to it what the NHS wants. Just take 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and add to a new CV that you want to use to submit, okay? So this is where you find the job description for this particular role. So for every job that you want to apply for on NHS, go down the job advert and find the download space, download it and read what the job is all about. So I hope this helps, okay? All right. The second one that is very important is that the United Kingdom is an experience-based market. As in, what it means is that they love experienced applicants. For instance, you have a master's in maybe in nursing or anything, and so with no experience, but someone has a BSc in nursing with 10 years experience. In the United Kingdom, they would choose this person with a BSc with lots of experience and reject you with your master's with no experience. So what I'm trying to explain is that in United Kingdom, they value experience so much. To them, experience is everything. I'm going to give you an example. When I came into the United Kingdom, I came in as a dom care healthcare assistant. Okay, so I came in as a domiciliary worker. Okay, so after a while, I wanted to switch to a nursing home. But with all my experience that I've gathered working as a dom care healthcare assistant, I kept applying for job. During the interview, when I go for the interview, I'll come back hoping that I'll get a good report, but unfortunately is what I always get. I kept getting unfortunately. When I go for interview for a nursing home, I wanted to switch to a nursing home. So when I go for their interview and come back, I'll just get, unfortunately, we are unable to employ you. I did that for almost like 10 jobs. I kept getting, unfortunately, we are unable to employ you. So one day I just said to myself, I think the best I will do is just to find an agency to, register so I can be able to get my 20 hours, which I am legally allowed to work 20 hours somewhere. So I can do this 20 hours with this nursing home, okay? So I then registered with the agency, and I started going to any nursing home to work, okay? So I worked in 1 or 2 nursing homes for like a month or 2 months. Then I started applying for jobs again for the nursing home. Do you know, after the first or second job interview that I went to, I landed myself a job in a nursing home. The second one, I can remember when they asked me a question, then they asked me, what will you do when a resident suffering from dementia wants to go home? If they say, I want, when a resident suffering dementia wants to go home, what will you tell the resident? And I laughed. I was laughing and I said to them, they always want to go home. They always want to go home. It's a normal song that we hear. But, as usual, I will try to explain to the residents why they can't go home now. And if possible, I'll find something or a story or something to distract them from that particular conversation, and with that, I can take them to a place where they are safe, you see. So when I said there, everybody started laughing, because I said, these people want to go home. They always want to go home. And you see, working in that home, joining an agency and working in it, and they sending me to a nursing home, helped me to gain experience that I was able to get that job. But before working, when I didn't work in a nursing home, of course, I didn't know what residents with dementia is all about. Of course, I was sent that, I used to work there, but living with them, working with them for 12 hours, I was able to understand them better. I was able to know what it takes to work with these people. I learned more. It was even easy for me to do the interview. In short, it was all about joke. We were joking and laughing when I was doing the interview. When they asked me one thing, I would just tell them another thing, and we had fun during the interview. So, but if I didn't go and have that experience, I won't know. I won't even have the confidence I won't have the confidence during the interview. But because I was able to go and gain experience first, I had qualifications, but it didn't help me. I'll be reading all the books for interview, all that. It didn't help me. But going for a month or two, working firsthand, having experience, firsthand experience was what landed me that job. It was easy for me to do the interview. It was fun for me to do the interview. It was relaxing. I was relaxed when I was answering them. As a matter of fact, you don't need to read so much because these are things that you are doing on a daily basis. So when they ask you questions, you just flow, because it's already what you're doing. So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is that make sure you have experience in the job that you're applying for. If you don't have any experience, trust me, the chances of you getting that job will be very slim, very, very slim. But if you have yourself experience, how can you get the experience? If I'm going to get another job, if I want to switch for another job, to be honest, I'll go and volunteer. I'll volunteer to do a job there for free, because I know I will never apply for the job until I volunteer to go do a job to gain myself an experience. It saved me a lot. If I get an experience in that job, then I'll start applying for it. In that case, it saves me a lot and I'll get the job faster. Okay, so I'll get the job faster. So experience is the key thing. Get yourself as much experience as possible. Qualification, is it bad? No. But experience is very important in finding a job in the United Kingdom. So that's the second one, okay? And the third one, applying for a job within the 24 or 48 hours of that job being advertised gives you a high chances of being employed. Do you get? When you apply for a job 24 or 48 hours of that job being advertised, you have a higher chances of being employed, because this person just put up this advert and then they're seeing CVs coming in. They have opportunity to open it within today, tomorrow, to look for exactly what they are looking for. They know before the closing dates that they'll have thousands and thousands, which they may not have time to start looking for. So you see the first day, the second day, but it makes it easier for them to be able to find what they are looking for. The first and second day. After that, does that mean that you cannot find a job after the 24 or 48 hours? No. If they don't find within the 24 or 48 hours, of course, they will extend their search, okay? But what I'm saying is that to be on the safe side, apply for a job within 24 hours or 48 hours of the job being advertised. You'll be asking, so how do I know if this job has been advertised? That is why you should set a job alert. I still get job alerts on my phone on a daily basis from Indeed, from different jobs that I registered for, so that as soon as this NHS drops a job advert, I get it on my phone. So set a job alert so that as soon as it drops in your phone, you open it and apply. Like I said, if you apply for a job within the 24 or 48 hours, the chances of you landing yourself that job is high to compare to someone who is applying for the job either the first day before the closing date. To be honest, you'll be lucky. You just be lucky. Anything can happen. It's God that will help you on that one, okay? So I hope these tips that I shared will be very useful to you. If you have any question, please put it down on the comment section. Remember, the first tip is find out the job description of any NHS job advert. You'll find it below. Okay, I've shown you where you find it. Secondly, get yourself job experience. If you cannot find any job that you can find to get this experience, volunteer to do a job for free to get an experience. This will help you during your interview. It will help you during your job. When you're applying for this job, it will help you even as you put it up on your CV. Lastly, set a job alert on your phone, so that as soon as this NHS or any job organization is advertising for a job, you'll be the first to know. You will get a notification as soon as they drop a job advert. So set a job alert on your phone. So that is the third tips. Okay, I hope this helps. All right, thank you so much for your time, and as usual, I will see you in my next video.